Alright, howdy y'all. We got a bit of an interesting one. We got a little bit of extra time this weekend, so I actually am not working today, shockingly. So one of the first weekends off where I didn't have plans in a long time. So I figured I'd do a nice little stream while Gord's at work. And I'd be lying if I said it was because part 4 wasn't very fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
Tibarn's party takes a long, circuitous route, leading them east around Lake Semper. The Hawk King's company includes Queen Alincia of Crimea, her trusted aide Lucia, the Heron Prince Racin, the Laguz warrior Ranulf, Dayan's King Peleus, and the Queen Mother Almeida. While they receive reports from the other two groups about the Disciples of Order, they have encountered no resistance and have thus far traveled in peace.
I mean, they probably saw Tibarn was leading this army and decided, nah, I don't want to mess with that. I always love that little interesting lore tidbit about the herons. Like, yeah, war times are hard on us, but this uh, world of quiet peace is distressingly comforting to them. Barn having none of this world of peace nonsense. He's like, nah, I liked our world. We're getting it back. My goat. Tibarn. The world should be noisy, loud, and chaotic. Howdy. Peleus being the absolute girl fighter he is. You gotta respect it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you, Genshin nerd. uh, yeah, we got the bird boyfriends. We get another Satori sign. I always forget which ones give you Satori signs because I never use all the ones they give me. I think this is Rex Flame. Yes, Rex Lane. I do always find it funny that I always put the least amount of characters that I care about with weapons in Tibarn's army, because I know for a fact Tibarn can walk through this entire section. Alright. We got some good options here, though. Oh, absolutely. Ike. Both bisexual and gay icon. They really are. I think Tibarn's probably the biggest offender of it, just because, good lord, do they start him in the perfect place to get him a bunch of free experience? And the fact that he already starts off looking like this. Double S rank strike, starts with tear. They gave him big shield in this. That's so gross. My goat. Alright, so we can do that. We'll give you a wind edge, and you need a staff. We will need to buy you a staff. You don't need a Satori sign. You can have a vulnerary just in case you take enough damage. That's right, you were coming along in one map where I might have wanted extra stuff. Yeah, my work schedule for this week was weirder than I was expecting. I worked Tuesday to Saturday, and I may be out of my secondary job because they have been giving me the coldest of shoulders since I told them I was picking up a new job. Because they wouldn't give me hours. So they gave me even less hours and expected me to be happy with that. You gotta love it. And by gotta love it, I mean hate it. Alright, you have a bolting, so put that one in the convoy for later. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. That's right, you have great stuff for sale. If I wanted any of it. Yeah, don't you just love corporations? Aren't they the best? Hey, can I have this small concession since you're not giving me my hours? What if we just gave you no hours? We could... Okay, I did want to... I believe somebody told me... Yeah, Lucia can use Amity. I'm probably not going to do it, because I'm probably not going to use Lucia, but it's fun. So get some work in this chapter, and maybe next chapter, but I doubt she's going to be on the team long term. We got Blossom. I think you're the only one who can use Mercy, if I remember right. We could give you Blossom, because you're going to get some good with... Yeah, Lindsay with Amity in her hands is just a problem. That much movement on a flyer with a brave weapon that just gets better. It's so good. Ooh, nice. Actually, just had some chicken ramen for lunch. Yeah, I like ramen in general, so it doesn't take much convincing for me. Tibarn looking forward to a fight just so we can get some chaos. Ooh, I'll have to try that. I've never tried that. I think sesame oil to ramen. Alright, who do we want to take out? Probably the birds, because I'm not gonna be using them late game if I'm being fully honest. Hello, I feel like you're just kind of worse than Ileana right now. I do like you though. Ooh, Chili, also a good idea. I'd like to bring Braum. I think this is where we cut Makalov. Oh no, I'm so sad to see him. I can't even fake it, damn. Astrid's usually going that way. Randolph will go that way. Liar's gonna be going probably. Oh, actually, I should check my enemies. Make sure they're still about what I'm expecting. So that's the one crossbowman. He's down there. That's not a problem. Steel longbowman. About where I expect him to be. Also down, so not really a problem. Hellfire Sage. No weapon on the fish. Alright, I just had lunch. Y'all can't start making me hungry now. That's not fair. Alright. The Valuor now boosts resistance from the looks of it, and it's double S rank. You have Miracle and Wrath. That's actually pretty spooky. Cap speed, cap luck. Nothing crazy. A remaster for Radiant Dawn would be nice. Alright. You, base spear, just kind of generically good. Sergei, max defense, silver bow, pass nullify. Look, Mirage, Meteor, Arcwind, Elf under cap skill. Oof. And add, oh, they buffed you quite a bit. Yearly, oh, does that mean, yeah, oh, this is not, I was expecting it to be, what's his nuts, Ludwig. Droppable Provoke is nice. Yeah, supposedly, we're getting a Genealogy, I believe, remake. Remaster kind of thing. But that's been rumored for quite a while now, so I'm not sure if it'll actually be anytime soon. Alright, so the bosses here are no joke. Silverblade, Flame Lance, Silver Great Lance, cap speed, cap resistance. You're a little spooky there, Septimus. And Tush. Not gonna try saying your name. I'm going to butcher it and I'll feel bad. Stealable Arm's kind of neat, but not really that useful this late into the game. Shinon, very hateable. Mesala, I fully understand the hate, but he's someone I've grown to enjoy. Specifically for his, just how awful he is. Yeah, Makai is great. I love Radiant Dawn. It's not my favorite of the games, but it's high up there for me. Oh, Hellfire. Oh, they did fully convert? Nice. Yeah, Wicking is such a good starting point. Also a really good game. Alright. Where are the Archer up here? Okay. Let's just go ahead. And this is what untransformed Tibarn does. Let that sink in. $38 times 2. Little cheat code for the early game of Sacred Stones is you can kind of let Seth do whatever you want, because that game has very free grinding in the Tower of Volney, which some people say is kind of cheating. I think that's dumb. It's a resource the game gives you, and also I'm not sure how they expect you to use units like Ewan if you don't. And I like Ewan because he's your only Dark Mage. Yes, I know there's a second Dark Mage in the game. No, there isn't. Yeah, Brahm's not going to be leveling anything up just because he has capped everything. Yeah, Path of Radiance is, in my opinion, a really good one to play as your first, like, kind of dipping your toes into permadeath, because it's on its lower difficulties, it's a game that has a similar difficulty curve to a lot of the the current games, where the beginning is fairly easy because they give you a good amount of units who are good, and you can use throughout the entire game without it feeling like a cakewalk. Yeah, I would honestly love another game that has as much of a commitment to their time skip as Genealogy does. Maybe with a little less of the uncomfortable story elements of the actual beliefs of Kaga, but oh, you're speaking my dream with an update for the Radiance games where they update the animations. Because I love these animations, but Path of Radiance especially has some that are just real slow. Using a general in Path of Radiance with animations on was kind of agony. I think it's less even about Genealogy being dark, more about Genealogy kind of supporting the idea that eugenics is a good thing, which is something no one really should. Kaga has gone on record multiple times talking about the fact that he fully believes that what Sigurd was doing was correct, which is uncomfortable when you look at it from with a normal angle. Sigurd was just kind of a monster, though he was given reasoning for why he did things. He was still the bad guy. Yeah, repackaging these two in the remake together would be awesome. Alright. What are you? Siege Tome, I'm guessing? Yep. Alright. You have Thorn, which is a light tome, if I remember correctly. Yes. You come in able to just attack someone with a Siege Tome. So normally it would be a little scary, but Tibarn is a problem. Alright, as long as there's no crossbowmen, I have very little fear of Tibarn. I think the only crossbowman is actually in this corner for right now. I don't know that I actually played well enough for Genealogy to get like or pay attention for the personal weapon stuff, because man, I just did not have fun playing that game. So I haven't actually finished it all the way through. I've seen playthroughs that go all the way to the end, so I've obviously seen through the story and things. But I don't enjoy playing the game. We can let one turn of a potential blizzard happen, because if it targets Tibarn, he'll probably dodge. And if it does hit him, I'm pretty sure he can survive it anyway, because Tibarn is a menace. 20 resistance, 68 hit points. At 3 times, that's 24. 4 of that carries through, so he'd be taking 28 damage, if I did my math correctly. Actually, sorry, no, that's 18. No, that is 24. I was thinking it was 6 for a second there. Ooh, that's fun. I'm a little sad. I play a lot of 5th edition, but I've been trying to convince my group to kind of get into Pathfinder just because I am much more comfortable doing a lot of weird stuff in that because I am much more familiar with the math system for that one and know how to make things strong without breaking it. Because I have a Laguz for Pathfinder 1E that I'd really want someone to experiment with, but my group is very resistant to how feat heavy and math heavy Pathfinder 1E is, reasonably so. But one day I'll convince them. It's essentially just a shifter rework, if I'm being fully honest, but they get the full transformations and things like that a little bit earlier, so it feels more Laguz based. I don't know if you can tank 2 of them, so we'll leave you at 1. Yeah, Tibarn dodges. That's fair. If I have one flaw in D&D, it's that I feel bad when I'm absolutely kicking the teeth in of my players. Like, we had a session where I'm setting up a villain, which is a vampiric black dragon, and good lord, he was kind of pub stomping them for a hot minute there. So he wound up retreating simply because the group was standing fairly close to a town, and the fight had been going on for about 4 rounds. So I figured reasonably reinforcements from the town could start arriving. And the dragon was confident he could definitely beat the party, but maybe not a whole town's worth of guards backing them up with crossbow shots. So the dragon wound up retreating. Our healer definitely kept things alive, but... Oh, good lord. Yeah. My cruel DM heart says that's always when the fun starts, but also on the player side, that's always the spookiest. When your BBEG starts winning. If you're looking for a good emulator for Wii games, allegedly you could use Dolphin. I can neither confirm nor deny whether this works well or not, as Nintendo scares me. Ooh, that's kind of neat. We love mixing some science into D&D. That'd be handy. Listen, I feel like at some point every BBG is at least a little bit of a god. It's understandable. Nothing scares people like that, so just might as well just splash some in there. I know I've definitely done it. That's beautiful. Right side, you haven't messed up as badly as one of my players has so far. He may or may not be pacted to a soul damage sounds spooky. I don't know what that does, but that already is mildly concerning based on the name. One of my players is pacted to... I run my games a little more sandboxy, so I don't have one decided on BBEG early on. Oh, good lord. 0 health you can lapse is brutal. But one of the potential big bad evil guys of my campaign is my world's version of the Kraken. The problem with that is my world's version of the Kraken is also the father of all aberrations. So mind flayers, beholders, all that fun stuff. So he's got some nasty stuff. And you really don't want to be on his bad side. And one of my players maybe has a little bit of a buddy hanging around in his brain that was placed there as part of a cost for saving him from a very dire strait. So if he gets rid of that, he might be having a bad time, as the some fandoms may say. Ooh, that's always brutal. Any chance you can... 76 isn't bad. Oh, adapt rock as well. Nice. Listen, what happens doesn't matter as long as there's no witnesses. They can't prove anything. Now that one's a little harder to explain away. Whole Island's a bit of a rough one. Oh, this is racing, not... I was thinking he was going to do the two-tile one for a minute there. Now, when you say cursed winter, is it like you cursed the season of winter, or... Oh, that's bad. Ooh, oh yeah, that'd do it. That would break an island. Thank you, Lucia, for dodging, because I didn't actually pay attention to how much damage he was about to do. Ooh, that's your DM does not play around. I respect it, but oh boy. Interesting. I actually thought he was going to go for Peleus. Ooh, that's brutal. Oh, just a single axe fighter player behind me. Don't love that. Nothing crazy, but I don't like that they're showing up behind me. Thunder... Any chance bolting takes him out? Nah. Oh, that was me. That's bolt. Oh, that's right. Yeah, sure. Alright. One. A two. Oops. The name Pocket Plane is never more accurate than when it's quite literally in your pocket, so. Free coin. Yeah, this game's so good. Alright, do a little shift. And prepare to tank. Honestly, sometimes the places that aren't supposed to exist in D&D, some of the safest. Go for this. I always forget how much increasing your strike rank just matters for Lagoos. Oh, ooh, that's a fun combo. I'm a sucker for clerics. I'm a ranger main at heart, but two of my favorite characters I ever played were clerics. So. Hell yeah. Free experience there. 12 hours. Ooh, that is a brutal fight. I think the longest combat I've ever had was a 2-session one that took up like 8. Mordecai can be pretty great. Definitely really good in Path of Radiance. I do struggle to kind of find a build for him in this one just because, unfortunately, lions exist, and they're just kind of better than tigers for this one. Yeah, in the 12-hour combat, I can't imagine holding on to enough spells for that. Oh, good lord, a whole army. If you hit both, you kill them. Those are always the combats you remember, the ones that are tight. Down to the wire. Okay. We'll go Brave Bow. Yeah, knights are super fun in this game. Hey, you're just running out of things to level up, that's why. No, that's not a grass tile, so might as well just attack from the front. I gotta get my players involved in a big battlefield one day. Normally, anytime there's a big battle going on, they go officer hunting, which is good strategy. But I do want to get them down to the nitty gritty because I have some experience running sizable battles. I have my own system for mass combat rules and all that fun stuff, which shouldn't bog it down too much. But it is also D&D combat, so sometimes things happen. Go ahead and give Nephny a bliss. Ooh. Probably should have checked for that. That could have been dangerous. I thought you had a javelin group. That's my bad. I really like Three Houses. I struggle to recommend it as a Fire Emblem game, but I very much think it's a very enjoyable game. I'm Fear the Deer Clawed all day. Engage is a very fun game to play. I do not like the writing. Oh, you are in Kanto, that's right. We will, I think, weaken with Taronio. Hey, Vice. Oh, hi, Vice. Thank you for the gifts. Good lord, there's the corn. The absolute goat Vice himself. Yeah, I like Engage's gameplay a lot. Writing, not so much. I've been doing pretty good. Got some free time today, so I decided to go for a second stream in a week, which I think might be tied for a record for me, which is kind of funny in my opinion. Just kind of vibing and chilling out, enjoying a good time. How about you, Vice? Oop, that is not the one I want. No, if anyone's being called Mr. Stream, it's Vice. I think there's been maybe a day this week that I have not seen him streaming. I cannot, in good conscience, take that title from him. Oh, thank you for the follow, Edmundo Martinez. Oh, Rip Gord. Oh, they're gonna be so mad at me for saying that, but I've seen some of the combos you get. You're a monster. Oh, thank you for the follow, Alex. It's very kind of you. I also feel that being the note taker for D&D. I'm in my buddy Jordan's game as a player, and I'm very much the note taker for him. He is not the note taker for me, and it drives him up the wall. And I'm like, "Hey, I think you missed something here." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, these two characters said conflicting things." He's like, "Ah, damn, I forgot." Arcwind. We can have Tibarn park here to grab those sword masters. Ranulf here to deal with you. Yeah, we can re-up your transformation gauge next turn. I specifically take notes because I have a very bad memory myself. So, a note taker for me as well. I should probably not have you get risked by two of them. Any chance you can drop? Yes. Listen, as a perpetual yapper myself, I ain't ever gonna... I don't know if I believe that, Vice. I feel like I see the notifications in your Discord pop up quite a bit. Which actually reminds me, I should probably post a link to my Discord, because I keep forgetting to do that. Pop that. Oh, I missed that level up because I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. I'm pretty sure we can make Leth go, or Liar go twice. Oh yeah, she can take most of this guy's health. Little sad she couldn't take that one extra, but it's fine. Then we can start moving her up. Switch you around. And we will keep using this Iron Blade until it breaks at this point. Let you take this. Probably could have done that reverse order, get Braum a little bit more experience, but it's fine. He's almost promoted anyway. Move you there, and we are good to go. Oh, I think Storm Sword actually might be effective against Tibarn. I should maybe be worried about that, but... Oh, I don't think I follow you on the red app yet. I still got to do that. I mean, you could do that, or you could do what I do and be lazy and just upload the VODs. Because I do not know how to edit, and up until recently did not have time. Maybe I could do some of that with some of the free time I got. Start learning how to edit, make good things. Oh yeah, we're coming for Voltime. I'm a little concerned with the squad he has around him, but he is not the problem. Alencia can probably take him. But we got Miracle Beastfoe Septimus here. Just kind of a generically good general in Yeardley. Generically good Halberdier and him. Nullify Bow Paladin Sergei. This guy with a Tax, which is just fun to say. This guy's the real problem, though. Adept Meteor Cap Skill. This is a mod called Radiant Dawn Plus. It changed her class essentially to be a little bit better. Gives them 1-2 range in untransformed and Canto while transformed, and just overall makes them so better. It's also really good. Radiant Dawn Plus has been so much fun to play. It's harder. It's balanced for a normal mode playthrough, so it's harder than regular Radiant Dawn normal mode. But the tools they give you, it winds up kind of leveling out to a similar experience. In my opinion, to like a kind of more fun, I hate to say it, Radiant Dawn hard mode, where the game itself is challenging, but not in a way that feels bullshit, if I'm being fully honest. It also still has the weapon triangle because we're not on Radiant Dawn hard, which, by the way, I've been warned, don't try this mod on hard mode. It just essentially caps everyone's stats. Alright, we will revert and heal, I think, this turn. Alright, for you... Yeah, you're not too threatening. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to call you Knife, Knife, Knife. I'm not sure what the actual username is, but that's what I see. And that seems more fun than just not saying anything. Don't miss a 93. I was honestly a little spooked. Because I have definitely missed those. And then we can trade you, your Elf Thunder, for this incoming dragon. Probably. Oh, he didn't go for Peleus. Interesting. Oh, does Peleus have like shade or something? Yeah, the mod's been a blast so far. I've been warned that the tower is a significant challenge, and I'm so looking forward to it. Because they've been buffing up a lot of the bosses already. I haven't felt like any of them are really, like, unbeatably strong. It's just a nice improvement, in my opinion. Yeah, we're going to keep showing up behind me, aren't you? Oh, I got a bolting sitting in the convoy from this map that is just bookmarked for whichever mage I bring into the tower. Ooh, speed. Lucky. That's right, you're pretty much capped on everything else. That's probably what most of your level ups are going to look like from now on. Alright, you are a little spooky. 36 speed. Oof. And adept. 25 damage. Which will go up to 31 with a Storm Sword. So, honestly, not that spooky. Yeah, also, small change for this mod, Meg also gets Disarm as a base skill. So you can do a lot more Seal in part 1 if you can get some good procs with her. I tried to. I forgot how to do that with my Tick Affinity stuff. Let me see if I can re-find it. Because it's supposed to be at 600. It's like, that's one I won't hit. Meg actually got a couple of nice buffs. Fiona, my goat, who unfortunately did not live for this run, but got so many buffs. Like, she has capped magic now. Magic weapons are reintroduced so she can make use of the Flame Lance. I believe she comes in with Imbue, so she'll always gain magic back every turn for her health. Just so many good quality of life buffs. Yeah, the Dawn Brigade are some of my favorite units to train, just because, well, they tend not to be like outstanding game-changing units. They're so fun. Liar, you can just wait for this turn. Ow. Alright, he's going for Nephi, so... Yeah, Sleeping Ike on that map is the only way I figured out to actually defeat him. And even then, it requires some luck with Tyronio in my experience. Alright, we get Marshal Braum, who may not have the name Marshal, but he is the Tier 3 Knight. Juggernaut. They're hitting me in the personal ones with that one. I love Juggernaut classes. Alright. So you come in, you still get Luna, which is nice. D tier lances, which is expected. There's nothing changing there. I'm assuming higher caps is his main thing. Alright, we got a Liar level up. And a Panacea. She's capped resistance already, damn. So I think with this, yeah, we can poke him with a Silver Lance and then finish him with probably most of the units here. I think I will give it... Can Lucia do it? Oh. Yeah, Liar is very much a unit that you either put heavy emphasis on, or she is just kind of not great. I was really excited to try out Kaiza, who got some really nice buffs in this mod, but poor playing on my part. He didn't make it. We will shift. Oh yeah, the Herons can also attack in this mod. They have a magic-based attack with their wings, so they can do some damage. Oh, you're not... Your transformation gauge wasn't full, that's right. Any chance... We can leave them at 2. Yeah, the cards, I think, also might have gotten buffed in this one, because they're pretty good on the Herons, too, with their base already insane magic stats, and I think a couple of them are kind of just better than attacking before transforming, or maybe even after transforming with their strike rank. This is a very interesting Liar. I'm gonna keep doing that. Just because her magic is the same as her strength, which is something I've never seen in any cat. Forge weapons are still a thing. I believe you can also forge some of the better tomes. I have been broke this entire game because I keep seeing, ooh, shiny new toy I can buy, and doing that instead. So I only have a couple of forges, but they seem to be very similar to the base game, where some of them are still excellent. You could forge some really good weapons early on, which is always appreciated. And I believe you can also forge wind edges, if I'm remembering correctly from earlier in the game. Yeah, the coin is such a fun thing when you don't get the Vines card and get nothing from it. Please stop that. There we go. For some reason, my live kept disconnecting, which was not ideal. Hopefully that'll stop and won't make an awful viewing experience for everyone. Alright, so you'd actually need to transform to hurt him. Because your resistance or magic attack's not going to do it. Yeah, I tried that so many times as a kid before I was convinced it was rigged, and I'm glad to know Kid Me wasn't wrong. Any chance you can actually take him out with a rapier? Yes! Love to see it, Lucia. I wanted to believe if I just picked a different card, it would be fine. And it never was. You're going to see a lot of liar favoritism on this map. I won't apologize for it. I want to use one of the non-Royal Lagoos. And she's the funniest one I have left. I could use Vika, but I don't hate myself that much. Alright, some strength would be nice. I'm not going to lie. Oh yeah, you are annoying, but there's not much I can actually do about you. You have 40 resistance, you'll be fine even if he throws a meteor at you. This is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Specifically, this is a mod for it called Radiant Dawn Plus. Also, what is Meteor's range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So pretty much the outer walls of that. This is not one of the ones with Tika, sadly, no. That is Awakening and Shadow Dragon, I believe. And I think New Mystery the Emblem, but we do get a dragon in this one called Ina and Nasir, who are pretty cool in their own right. Alright. And Astrid can take this one. Maybe. Why must you hurt me like this, Astrid? Alright, Tibarn, go. He's always the correct answer, but I want to believe that the others stand a chance. He's a little bit inside of that guy's range, but it should be fine. His Tibarn, I believe. Or the others could step up into the way, which would be nice. Oh, buddy. Rip you. Having his defense right before a Luna on a general, you'll love to see it. This could hurt. That did less than I was expecting. Is Tyranno's resistance better than I remember? Or is that guy just actually not great? I'd be fine with either answer. No, 40 damage. Yeah, Tyranno's resistance is just kind of great. Alright. We have Hellfire, Great Axe, Short Spear. Any chance you can take him out easily? Yes. Low rate of getting hit, but you take a lot of damage from a hit. which is just the story of Lucia. That's a lot of mages out there for Braum, and the only guy he can really effectively hurt went up, so we're going to send Braum back to deal with this squad. Javelin up. Spear up. And you will be dodge tanking with an avoid of 107 versus his hit of 169, so he has 62 to hit. If I did my math correctly. Tibarn, I was hoping you'd leave that for someone. Alright, you are safe here, so we will leave you here. I'm also just worried about this crossbowman attacking him, because that's one of the only things that I know of that can really hurt him. Yeah, this boss setup is really, really good, great, in my opinion. Honestly, Blessing Valor for the meme isn't the weirdest thing, just because most of the time your best light mage in late game is Micaiah, and she's kind of not great, so poisoning people is not a terrible effect to have on her. Alright, we can just meteor... Oh, we can bolting snipe this guy then. I keep forgetting those two don't have the same range in this one. You know, hadn't thought of it before. You're not wrong. But I hate that. Alright, Laird. Okay, you can tank another one of those. Yeah, the soundtrack for this is real good. Alright. I want Braum getting the first hit on the mage, so we will stand here with the hand axe and let them come to me. I think prioritizing taking out these guys is going to be the main thing, so we will... 24... You can snap that up, right? Yeah. Could have done that in the opposite order now I think about it. Take no damage, but it's fine. Dragon Quest has unreasonably fantastic music. Yeah, I cannot wait for Wishblade Nephne going into the tower. I'm going to make her a monster. This is not a negotiation, it is a threat. Alright, we can do that there. Just to make sure no... Oh, you have passed. That's right. So we gotta... Let's just delete him. And that should set us up pretty well to end this in the next couple of turns, or next turn or two, most likely. We will take away any terrain advantage from melee. I could listen to the Genshin soundtrack. I haven't really paid that much attention to it because I'm not super big on gacha games, because I know I have irresponsible spending habits, so it's something I avoided of conscious choice. Not quite cap speed yet. All right, yeah. Can we hit some of these? Oh, that's weight 19. No wonder you're slow. I think just waiting it out from here is probably the safest bet. Oh, I did hear about that. My partner Gord is very much into Disney, so they were telling me a lot about the various things that go on, but that does sound real nice. I'm a sucker for Kingdom Hearts Goofy. That's my guy right there. Oh, that I thought I had one more before you untransformed. We should be able to retreat and Lagoo's Stone to be safe. Yeah, Peleus is really cool. I just wish that, like all the other characters that join in Part 4, he was already a Tier 3. Give him some minor stat equalization, like assume he got average level ups and he would be great. But him starting out as a mid-level Tier 2 is kind of brutal for him. Yeah, picking units for the tower is always the hardest part. Because I want to bring everyone. But also I know I can't. Yeah, Earth Affinity for him is so important as a support. Because he has already solid avoid at base, so if you can get him to dodge attacks, it's such a godsend. There we go. I'll usually bring one or two of them, just to have a reliable, solid unit. Listen, Peleus is insanely lucky for me. He'll get the worst level ups, but then hit like 20% hit rates. Baltome, you don't really get the right to call anyone homely when you got whack hair like that. You got wavy sideburns, my guy. I forgot he had Wrath. So we get to do the map again? Right, he has Wrath, so just taking him down with Tibarn is the safest option. Okay, any minor changes I want to do? I might actually just not bring Kalo and bring Zhark instead, so the other... So my left-hand side has a second frontliner. He's decently comparable to current Lucia. He's not quite as good, but get him a level or two and he'll be fine. Oh, thank you for the follow, Elfness. Very kind. 25. It's however you want to pronounce it, because they never gave us an official pronunciation that I am aware of. Perfect. I mean, I highly recommend it. I definitely am mildly obsessed with the Fire Emblem franchise as a whole. I speak from a place of total impartiality. Allegedly, if you're looking for a good way to play it and don't want to shell out all the money, you could pick up a system called Dolphin. And if you want to play a cool mod while you're at it, there's Game Banana for Radiant Dawn Plus, which is pretty fun. But you didn't hear that from me, because Nintendo will break my kneecaps. can you do over here, actually? 7. 7. All right. Tibarn is unreasonably handsome, yeah. You are a good friend for that, damn. Oh, thank you kindly. Yeah, right now the YouTube is just the VODs for these, while I try and figure out, number one, how to do editing stuff. I do have a Discord. Let me pop the link for it back in. I can't do like a full link, but I can give you the URL for it at least. Because TikTok doesn't like links. Oh, I'm jealous. I unfortunately lost my manual to it because I was the kind of kid who would read through the manuals for fun, especially the Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn ones. And I do not know where I put them. Can set Lyre up for another one this turn. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to do outside of putting my VODs on my YouTube, because I very much do not know how to edit, which is something I have to learn for that. But I could maybe like post short form stuff, like kind of TikTok-esque things, because I know that's unfortunately very important for building up YouTube at the moment, which is unfortunate because I'm bad at that kind of stuff. I'm not great at scripted content because I don't think I'm a very funny person. Because I'll go through my entire VOD for a thing and be like, yeah, most of this is just me chatting with chat. Word. Yeah, Serena's Force is a godsend, especially for next chapter when I'm going to be using it for the map for all the hidden items. Because I'm going to be trying to get Dragon Foe all the way over to this. Yeah, it's obscene how expensive this game is. Also, that was a great Nephilim level up. Yeah, he still has his Valora, which didn't need the poison to just drop Alencia, but... I probably should honestly have a printed out version for how often I play this game. I just don't think I have easy access to a printer at the moment. I think the closest one is my brother's. But I'm not going to be like, hey, can you print this out for me? And he'll be like, I don't know, you going to let me play? Alright, so we got Blizzard here, which I'm not too worried about. I think the only reason I'd want to print it is it's slightly... Yeah, you're not in any danger this turn, so we can leave you unshifted. Is it slightly easier to do that than shift tabs, because then I have to remember to re-click on my tab for my actual game. Which I am really bad at, especially when I just tap into chat to type something real quick. It really shouldn't. Nintendo could be really cool and put it available in other ways, like either selling copies of it or putting it on eShops, but they're lazy. And I get that. I get the laziness, guys. But please, let people play your great games. I have played it. I haven't fully finished it, but I got, I think, about halfway through it, and good lord, that game is so fun. Or that mod specifically is so fun. The hack for it. I gotta get back to it, because I think I stopped playing it when I lost my old phone because the screen cracked because I am clumsy. I could probably add that. That's probably getting added to the list of games that I want to play on stream. Because right now it's Final Fantasy Tactics, my favorite game of all time, is getting a remaster soon. So that's priority number one for streaming. Tomorrow's Golden Country could be a good one to add to the stream, because I am very bad at that game. So watching me struggle through it could be entertaining. I'm so excited for it. I am very much going to be getting Evil East Chronicles because Tactics is my favorite game of all time. I can't not support it. Alright, Blizzard has been dealt with. You guys, we will... Alright, how do you stack up to them? 29 speed, 26 speed, 17 speed. So you do okay. We will go for the Killing Edge. Let you get this one with the Silver Sword. And Liar take out the other one, maybe with just the knives. Not this time, unfortunately. So we will shift and take him out with the claws. Alright, that gets her to S Strike, which is so much nicer. Base 13 Might is so good. Alright, you're in range, but I'm honestly not super concerned with that. Because you are fine. We'll send Peleus this way, just because he wasn't doing too much the other path that I couldn't also been doing with Astrid, and this way he can at least pick up some extra stuff. Oh, let's make sure he's not in the path of the Flyers, though. Because he will get one-rounded by a Pegasus Knight. That's fine. Yeah, 6 damage. The loss to her gauge is the only one that I'm mildly sad about, but it's fine. Z-Hark. I mean, this is what I get for not using him a ton in part 3. I like Z-Hark a lot, but do I want to restart for him? Once again, though, it's another Dawn Brigade member who just gets shafted by me. I'm so sorry to the Dawn Brigade. It's only been them that have lost people. Because we've lost... Oh no. We did lose Kaiser, so that's one non-Dawn Brigade. But we lost Nolan, we lost Meg, we've lost Fiona, we've lost Zyhar. I am not kind to the Dawn Brigade, and that sucks, because I like them, even though they don't... Most of them don't have characters. We will take you out, because you're a threat to Ranulf. Listen, that happened in part 1. We're rolling with it. I'm not... I believe she died right at the end of Fiona's join map. Twice, maybe? And after the second time, I just said, I don't want to do this again. And then the same thing happened to Nolan, and the same thing happened to Fiona in Endgame. And I'm just like, alright. People keep dying towards the end of maps, and I'm getting sad. In my personal run, though, Meg's been kind of cracked. I'm at Endgame Part 1, and she's been fantastic. So she has that going for her. Listen, Braum is probably my favorite general, even though I don't think he's the best one by a long shot. I just like Braum. I like the funny Southern man. pop you here, revert you to gain back some gauge next turn, and swing you around. There was another guy there. Crap baskets. Rescue. Get in the corner. And hope Liar can take one hit. I mean, in this mod, Heron's only might be possible. Okay, Liar survives. Listen, I love the fact that Braum support with Zyhark sets up an entire separate character in Radiant Dawn. It's gold. Alright. With any luck, you can't take him. Poor Astrid. Her fall off from Path of Radiance to Radiant Dawn is so tragic. And all because she fell in love with Makalov. 38, and you don't have an Arc Thunder. Ileana. My girl, please. It really is. Once she gets to Silver Knight, she's considerably better. It's just the journey getting there that is the worst. Do you have Nullify? Have I just been You do have Nullify. I have been forgetting that. I have not needed to worry about fire mages this entire time. You're one range into an Arc Wind Tome, but that's not as concerning as it should be for you. Fantastic level up for Liar. Damn. Alright, sit with Thorn. I probably should turn the animation on for that, because I want to see it. Some of that might have to do with the fact that I gave her Blossom, so all of her stats get to roll twice. And if I remember correctly, I believe one of the people in the chat mentioned that the creator of the mod also likes Liar, so he probably buffed her gross a little bit to pair off with the fact that she's almost unusably bad in the base game. Perfect. Understandable. Yeah, Makalov is the reddest flag possible, and the game and the Redditors are just like, what if we made Astrid fall in love with him? I'm still sad about it. You can have him. Nobody else. I shouldn't be mean like that. I'm sure some people like Makalov, but I don't. Let's take this guy out. I feel like it says a lot that I dislike Makalov more than I dislike Sheenon, and Sheenon I despise. With this mod, all Thunder Tomes got a range expansion, so Bolting is 5 to 12, L Thunder and above is 1 to 3. So it's not a thing in the base game, but in this mod it is. Perfect. Yeah, tier 3 archers do get the 3 range. I think they're the only ones, if I remember correctly. Yeah, mercifully in this, the magic up actually kind of matters because she's got this shining bow. Honestly valid. Especially when you got Rolf right there. A little bit of extra work for a better payout. Whew! Liar. I'm not mad about these level ups, but good lord, save them for someone else, please. If we could get an Ileana level up like that, I'd be living. Shinon does have the skirt with legs line, I'll give him that. That's one of his best lines. You want to hit a 66? Hey, Peleus the goat. Let you go again. And I think we're good to just wait there. I really should get a Lincia physics staff. Damn, Lucia. But that can be a problem for next map, where having one healer is just kind of viable because half of the map is just getting to the enemies. The swamp. Right, we got 2 Cavaliers in the back. Ranulf can take this guy this turn. Oh, he's 1 short. Should give Ileana space to come around. And tactical nuke incoming. Might be enough that the healer doesn't care enough to heal him, which I would appreciate. We'll let you shift and take them out. We'll keep pushing forward. We'll keep Lucia on the edge just because I don't trust her to take more than a couple of attacks. Tyronia, however, I trust to take every attack in the game. We could just take this healer out, but I kind of want to feed them to someone else, so we will prep you for next turn. Har is currently with my team for Micaiah, just because I like using him in the desert map for that one. Yeah, I'd say Awakening is better. Mostly just because it's more similar to the rest of the Fire Emblem games, but also the story is way better. And yes, I'm including Conquest in that. Fate isn't bad for like a second or third Fire Emblem because the gameplay for it is really fun. But I think it's a lot better going in when you have some knowledge of how base Fire Emblem mechanics work versus going in blind. Oh, thank you for the follow, Bradley Harris. Very kind of you. I mean, if you don't want to play Fire Emblem anymore, that's a good way to start. Oh, thank you for the follow. Trevor Markham, very kind of you. Yeah, I think Awakening is kind of the perfect starting point, just because it is a good blend of some old school design principles and a lot of the new school design principles. It has the casual mode. It has a lot of the reclassing options that make... In Ileana's defense for her level up, she has capped her strength, magic, and skill, which I believe are her 3 best growths. And her defense. Yeah. Awakening, I think, is a very solid starting point for pretty much anyone in the series. So I'd be hard-pressed to not recommend Awakening as a first game. Braum, I want to say chill with the disarm proc, but I just love seeing him. She's still tier 2 for now. Yeah, POR is a good first game. If you're worried about permadeath, that one at least is significantly easier than most of the games. So, even with permadeath on, you're very likely to not lose anyone. Normally I'd say Sacred Stones is in that batch, but Sacred Stones also has some really mean moments in there. Yeah. 7's also a good one for easing someone into permadeath, as that game is also very easy. And the enemy units scale really poorly into the late game, with pretty much only the bosses being a threat after probably Battle Before... Nah, even before Battle Before Dawn. Yeah, SAS Simulator is very real for Sacred Stones. That's a very valid complaint for 7. I never minded it, as I think it's a fine enough game. And I liked Hector a lot, and that was enough to keep me going. But it very much can very quickly devolve into putting your best unit with a hand axe in front of everyone, and then just winning. Yeah, Lucia, not Lucina, very different character. Similar problem though, has paper bones and glass skin. Defensive 16 and 40 hit points as a level 17 tier 2 is not good. That's like mage stats. "22 strength's not bad. 20 magic is her main selling point, because that makes that Sonic Sword so much nicer. You take no damage from him if I remember right. 25... What do you do to him? 26. A little bit of a shaky hit rate, and you probably die on the crackback. What about with Fenrir? 29% hit, it's not ideal. Yeah, that doesn't sound ideal. I believe he gets Flare, but he comes in as... In the base game, you're only Dark Mage until the very last chapter, so I find him pretty useful. Less so when we have Soren with Dark Magic in this mod, but I still think he probably has his own build you can do. Rude. I've used Braum a lot less on this one, so he has not promoted yet, unfortunately. Let's crack him with an Elf Thunder. Heather, I'm going to give you one more try on that. You wanna fix that? I don't actually know. What? Peleus. Alright, we'll go here and wind edge him down, I think. Yeah, I actually don't know what Lucia's third tier in this. I'm assuming probably some form of Mage Blade if I had to take a guess. We can do this from one square further. Peleus is time. He hasn't done anything. He's fought 3 times. Man's only had to do this battle once. I've done it twice. He can do more. I feed him an enemy on a silver platter. Rude. Stop hitting Braum. We like Braum. Alright. I think this turn I'll probably use my double. Part 1 I'd put as a solid 7 out of 10. Very good across the board. I think it gives a good amount of challenge without feeling too punishing. For the most part. There are definitely some moments where it just decides to crank up the difficulty, like not letting you use your flyer in the swamp. I despise. Part 2, if it had like 2 to 3 more chapters to really get going, I'd say it's a 9 out of 10. It's so good. The storyline's real solid. The chapters, for the most part, are pretty fun. I think Joffrey's charge can drag a little bit too long, in my opinion, is my main critique of it. Part 3, 9 out of 10. And then Part 4, 8 out of 10. Part 3 has all of the political intrigue that I want in a Fire Emblem game mixed into one. It is incredible. I could give Peleus that. He's got a decent skill. I might have an extra scroll for it that I'm not super attached to who it's on. But I think they're on a different army, so they'll have to be between this map and the next one. Because that'll definitely help him, because I'm probably going to be giving him Dragonfoe next map to start really racking up experiences. Listen, I want to try and get Peleus to tier 3. Next chapter is pretty much the ideal time, because he already has the Elf Thunder, but if I can get him hitting these with 3 times effectiveness with Dragonfoe, he's going to be tearing through them. He pretty much can. The only crossbowman is on the bottom of the map, and the other one is right here. And as far as I'm aware, neither of them move, and those are pretty much the only things he's afraid of on this map. Tibarn is a monster. I'm going to heavily disagree with Echoes being a decent start for new players. If Echoes was my first Fire Emblem game, I don't know that I would have played anymore. The map design is so bad. $13. Alright, so we'd need to shift you either way. Yeah, Echoes for a remaster of an older game is a very fun remaster with a lot of good changes. I think they needed to change a few more things. Ooh, more speed. How much can you do to him? 43 and 48. Takes Yeardley out, and then we can trade the hammer and probably take out Septimus this turn as well. And we get Juggernaut Braum. I would do the X-Men quote, but TikTok doesn't like that kind of language. We'll give him the Great Axe for promoting. Shaky hit rate, but if he hits it, hell yeah. Alright. What? Actually, you have a fire lance, so we get weapon triangle advantage. Ah. Yeah. Echoes, I think, is very similar to Three Houses for me, where I don't think it's as good a game as Three Houses, in my opinion, but that's mostly just because I prefer Three Houses' style of gameplay. But Echoes is a game that I wouldn't recommend as a Fire Emblem game, but I could see recommending as a strategy game. And also just telling people, if you want to have fun, pick bows and mercenaries. I mean, yeah, just a nice casual 5 range, better brave access, all that fun stuff. It's fine. Yeah, you know what? Just give Astrid a gun. In general. Not even at her tier 3, just for fun. 16. I think I actually need the spear to take this guy out. 23. And then you do 30. Perfect. Yeah, she's not great, unfortunately. And yeah, you'll be able to take out the other archer, which is perfect. Yeah, I love Tironio. Tironio and Braum are my 2 favorite generals, which is so funny, because they're objectively the 2 worst. But they're so fun. They capture the feeling of being the big, bulky knight best. Yeah, I loved the fact that Tironio got to be an important character in Radiant Dawn. I wish you got to use him a little bit more, because he's one of my favorite units, too. But I appreciate that he actually got to do stuff. Alright, hold on. Let's do like so, and we can get all of them to attack Ranulf this turn. And then... yeah, Tormod getting to do stuff was wild to me, because he's a character that I forget exists in a lot of Path of Radiance playthroughs, because nobody uses him. Which is a shame. He's not awful, he's just the late joining mid-tier mage. Yeah, biorhythm. I don't miss it. Sometimes not having perfect hit rate because no reason. Your units just decided they're not happy for a little bit. Yeah, if I remember right, I think the most is like a 15-point swing in hit and accuracy, or dodge and accuracy, something like that. But it can be back-breaking if you have it on bad on a turn you really need someone good. Real, though, on the mood ring for that. Alright, Ranulf, if you can drop one more guy, that would be perfect. That's not perfect. Alright. I think safest option is taking him out. We're treating Ranulph and using the grass. Perfect. As long as they can't hit Ileana, I am happy. Alright. Is there anyone he doesn't drop with a crit? Not you. 28, 56. I don't love it. Just on the off chance. He absolutely does, yeah. Is anyone who does enough damage that won't put him into Wrath, though? 24. I need 21. No, 22, I think also works. I'm going to risk it. If we lose Tyronio here, we lose Tyronio, and I'm going to be sad. Oh yeah, using all of them in Chapter 4 is so fun. I'm a little sad you don't get Kanegus earlier, because he's one of my favorites, but I fully understand why. Now we gotta hope Miracle doesn't proc. And I might do a little bit of cheesing just so I don't have to do this for a third time. Thank God. Nasala is super underrated. I like the fact that he's, I think, the only Laguz Royal that comes in below level 30. So he has so much room to grow, and his growths are fantastic. We will start in on... Oh, you actually almost kill him with both. Yeah, Tibarn the Light Mage. Fear him. With his 4 magic. Any chance? Don't even need to transform for it. $25. 1 point higher strength than last time. Still capped resistance, so I am happy as a clam. You half his hit points in 1 hit. And take nothing. And then, what can you do here? I mean, most of the cats other than Ranulph aren't super good, so I understand not using them in the base game. Alright, Peleus, give me a good level up. It's more bulk, I'll take it. We could do the Heron magic, we'll just do the Galder. Because I, in the worst case scenario, can just power level you, because good lord, your stats are already kind of nuts. I want more dark magic experience. I should have checked to see if he had advantage first, but I was 90% sure he was one of the basic ones. Alright, second Peleus level up, a little better. Magic is good. Peleus, please. Go for a long... Nope, not a longbow shot. Because you have decided you're not feeling up. Oh, that was Nosferatu that I forgot to check for. I thought he just had a life. Well, hit him with Braum. Braum. At least you dodged. I'm trying to set this up for Lucia, please. Yeah, Astrid is just so bad in this game. I'm sorry. If she was your favorite character in Path of Radiance, enjoy it. Never play this game. Because she gets ruined both story-wise and class-wise. Because her only personality trait for most of her cutscenes is Makalov Simp, and I will never forgive the writers for that. Ooh, is that S-rank Strex for Ranulf? That'll be nice. Yeah, the fact that Wyverns lost their bow weakness does kind of crush her. Alright. Yeah, Makalov is, unfortunately, Marcia, one of my favorite characters, brother. Ooh, speed. Nah, we love Oscar here. Oscar can do no wrong. Move you there. One space away. But we can let Tibarn become a problem. Because Tibarn with a Heron just wins the game. Yeah, Oscar with his availability, his growth, fantastic unit. He's not my pick for my favorite Cavalier just because Kieran exists, and that man is so funny. Yeah, you guys actually aren't going to be able to get to the fight, so I'm not even going to bother. Well, she's winning the duel, so we'll take it. We will start retreating. Okay, can we not take 2 33s in a row, please? Alright, we will heal her this turn. Allegedly, you could use the Dolphin emulator to play this game, especially if you wanted to try out this mod, which is Radiant Dawn Plus, and it worked pretty great. But Nintendo will not allow me to confirm or deny that, or they will take my knees. Alright, now it's just this last squad of 4. And we should be able to deal with most of them this turn, if not all. Listen, honestly, I'm afraid Nintendo's going to send sleeper agents in my sleep just for playing their games on stream. They are weirdly against people playing their games. For the most part, it's an overhaul. It makes some of the worst units a little bit better. It brings a couple of the top tier units down a little bit, like they took Har's Cancel away from him. So he's no longer just ungodly strong, but they gave units like Lyre Paragon, so she'll level up quickly. Do I have anyone with a magic? Oh, yes. They re-added in the magic weapons and added in the Shining Bow. So magic-based characters who are in physical classes can actually have fun. Buffs a lot of the bosses in the game to be real significant challenges, which I was a big fan of. They're not, like, overwhelmingly strong, but they're strong enough that you kind of gotta give them some respect, at the very least. It's very rare you can just send a unit in. And, yeah, Mist got great buffs. Yeah, it's very rare you can just send a unit in without thinking. And have them tank, unless they're Tibarn, but he's a special case. Fire, which I think Thunder's effect. Yeah. Yeah, Mist benefits so much from the magic swords being reintroduced. Because her personal weapon also goes off of magic now. So she has a viable magic attack stat, which is so good. Crack him with another Elf Thunder, and then we'll finish him with a third. And Ileana went from, what, like level 8 to level 15? You'll love to see it. And all it took was almost a full Elf Thunder Tome. Ooh, that's a fun one to start with. Definitely difficult, but fun. Yeah. Poor Z-Hark. I benched Callil for him and then let him die on the second turn. I'm never beating the Dawn Brigade hater allegations. It buffed his level at the very least. I remember he went from like a level 6 Fire Sage, so I think he's like level 12. It made them significantly easier to use in the late game, if I had to take a guess. Leonardo is still alive. He might be the strongest member of the Dawn Brigade I have left. My Leo has been cracked this run. I can't remember if I got him to tier 3, but if not, he's not far from it. I didn't either, but man has just been consistently dropping foes left and right. I honestly underrated it until we got into part 3, and he was the one best standing up to transformed Lagoos, still one-rounding them. Interesting that she says no other women. Almeida is such a fascinating character in this game. I love the writing for her so much. Ullman's so torn apart by the guilt, and that the only thing she has left to cling on to is her son. It really is. It has its moments. Like, I still think the blood contract is pretty stupid, even if I've accepted the fact that it's just essentially the plot hand-waving them fighting. But across the board, I think Radiant Dawn's writing is on par with some of the best in the series, even if it has its moments of unfortunateness. Like the fact that Sheenon is allowed to be in the Grail Mercenaries.
As they travel south through Benia, Micaiah and her company clash repeatedly with the disciples of order.
Skrymir I get. I could never forget Naysala. That's my goat.
And into the lonely
you can always trust him to betray you at the worst possible time.
They are sustained only by their faith that they will reunite with their companions at the Tower of Guidance.
Peleus and Alencia are so good. I love the writing for Peleus and the fact that he is the worst possible candidate to be king, and the game's just like, yeah, no, he keeps fucking up at every possible corner, guys. It's only Micaiah's faith in him that has kept him going. Yeah, Alencia's writing is so good. Part 2 is so good with Alencia as the main character. Peleus, the only thing I think of for a better tragic character than Peleus is Lacane. No, sorry, no. His name was on screen. Not Lacane, Laron. Lacane deserves everything that's coming to him. I was reading the text blurb and I'm like, oh, Lacane is speaking. And then my brain was like, oh, that's an L name. You were about to say an L name. Same guy, right? No, Lacane deserves to get stomped. Minor fun fact for everyone who hasn't read all of Astrid's dialogues, though, I believe Lacane was originally her betrothed before she joined the knighthood in Begnion, if memory serves me correct. I wish we knew more about Stefan, because man's got an entire colony of branded that we never get to learn more about, because the supports in this game are garbage. We got little hints of it in Path of Radiance, but I assumed they were expecting to flesh it out more in this game, and then never got around to it. Put him in Heroes. Give him 4 events. I want to hear his backstory. I want to hear more about... I believe he's descended from the lion that worked alongside Altina, I believe was her name. He is unlockable on this map, yes. Listen, if they remade Radiant Dawn, they do some minor tweaks, the game could have been perfect. Could have been my favorite Fire Emblem of all time. It just has some minor nitpicks for me. Sohn, that's the guy's name, that's right. I'd forgotten his name, honestly. Let him cook with a Radiant Dawn remaster. I will... Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. Radiant Dawn peaks are incredible, but Path of Radiance is just consistently better. It has less valleys. In Path of Radiance, I think he's a very static character, which I think is pretty boring. In Radiant Dawn, when you actually get to learn more about him, I think it helps a lot. Does make one of his lines in Path of Radiance a little weird when he basically threatens to torture Mist to death, which is very out of character for him. But I'm assuming they might not have known where they were going with the character at the time. Another Radiant Dawn lows, any green unit that's ever on your team. None of them are worth keeping alive. Even though some of them need to be. It is definitely plot armor, but I think recontextualized through Radiant Dawn, where he was trying to essentially turn Ike into the new Gawain, was a nice concept. Yeah, enemy skip would be so nice in this game. Especially when half of the enemies are just moving closer to you. You get like 4 attacks and then the rest are just, alright, we're all closing in. The green units really do crave the void. Somehow more than Awakening green units. Ooh, favorite Fire Emblem villain. Zephiel's up there. I like Zephiel a lot. I like King Ashnard. I wouldn't put him as my favorite, but I like how just unapologetically evil he is, and how he knows it. He's just like, yeah, I don't really think what I'm doing is right. I just want to make the world my way. I want a world where strength rules all. I think for favorite, though, I'd probably have to give it to Leiron. Favorite Fire Emblem game is Path of Radiance. It was my first Fire Emblem game. It is the one I enjoy, even going back and replaying now to this day, the most. We'll take away that support. We'll give fire support to Har. Laura. I don't know that there's anyone I care super much. Yeah, we can do Tyronia. You're at least in the same army. Honestly, Mood, Har is a very handsome man. That's the nap lore right there. Yeah, poor Edward is level 9, tier 2. Whereas Leah was level 17, tier 2. Man's been putting in the work. Favorite playable character in Radiant Dawn is either Nephany or Jill. Those two are my favorites. I will use them as often as I can because I adore both of them. Pass. You already have that, right? Yes. Yeah, Nephany the goat. Who could benefit from pass? Probably not anyone in this squad that I think of. I turned 28 this year, so in the TikTok terms, I'm an old man. We want to keep you decently well stocked up so that when we get Dragon Slayer, we can just drop that. Oh, right. Leonardo. I'm going to go ahead and just skip that one level on you. And let you just burn a Master Crown right now to get tier 3. $30 strength. A couple of them, yes. There's still some of the generic units. If I remember right, Oscar didn't get a class change. Still Deadeye. Oop. But I believe most of them are... Yeah, Aaron is still the same. It's mostly the units who kind of needed the help, like Laura gets her own healer class. And she is cracked. Yeah, once she gets to level 10, I'm just going to promote her. If I don't have anyone else in my next army. Also, fun fact for this mod, Cymbeline is no longer awful on Zanaki because it doesn't slow her down by almost 10. Instead, it's just actually fantastic for her. Alright. Anything interesting in the shop? Fortune's okay. I think I have one lying around though that I'm honestly not using or paying super close attention to, so. Howdy, happy Saturday or Sunday. Gonna be wrapping up soon-ish, just because we have been going for about 2 hours. And my voice is getting a little tired. But I think that's kind of most of the preparations I wanted for this map. It's mostly just remembering where all the items are. But, yeah, thanks for everyone who stopped in, and, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up here soon. For anyone who's interested, I'm gonna post the Discord link one last time. Or the URL for it at the very least. Feel free to join in there. Check out my Red app. And I hope y'all just kind of have a great day. This was a very fun stream. Thank everyone who kind of stuck around. Oh, thank you also for the gifts. It's Cake. Very kind of you. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.